Hi everyone. So in this lecture, we'll go over the option called trigger action under GT Designer 3 project tab. So if you hover over the trigger action, here you have an option. You can make it project based or make it screen based. We'll leave it to project based. Click on plus and you have a couple of options, like if you leave it to ordinary, it's going to be on all the time. You could do either rise, fall, sampling, a range of bits or stuff like that. Then if you come under actions, this is where you would set up what you want to do. You can set bits, turn on an output file, or you can like turn on bits, reset bits, alternate bits, all that happy stuff. So if we go to set, I'll give you an example. We can set D0, yep, and it would be setting up, well, let me see. Okay, there you go. So this is where you have an option. It would set these bits based on the trigger as you go through. Then if you go to a data set 16-bit, this is where you have more options. You can set it up to fixed set of data, or you can do indirect, and then you can do a full move or a block move. So uh, normally you can come up here and make it fixed. So now you have one here for this guy, or you can set it to 2, and they would be set fixed based on whatever number you have here. So yeah, if you can do a full move or a block move, you can do a continuous block move, all that stuff. It gets a little too complicated using this to do moves and things. So I usually like to use it for like doing momentary addresses and set resets. Or we could use it to like set a value to a 0, do 1 point and make it set it to a 0 number. So yeah, that's what it is. From the triggered action, you can do a couple of data register things, and you can even switch screens. So all right, I'll see you in the next lecture for the time action option. Thank you.